The UK Ministry of Defence has shared numbers on how many Ukrainian children are in Russian custody. The metrics of war are tricky, and children's welfare is an emotional issue. I'm Dr. K. I'm a political scientist that looks at how information is shared. Let's look at the numbers. Since the early days of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the fate of children has been in focus. Reports that Ukrainian children were being taken reminded Ukrainians of the children who were sent to Russia in 2014. International organizations, NGOs, and news outlets were cautious to use numbers that they couldn't independently confirm. An example of this is in 2022. The United Nations only confirmed that about 1,300 civilians died in Mariupol, while at the same time in the report warning that the true death toll was likely thousands higher. Ukrainian officials had come out with numbers at the same time between 10,000 and 25,000. There is independent confirmation that Ukrainian children have been taken. At the highest level, more than a year after the invasion, in March 2023, the International Criminal Court put out an arrest warrant for Russian President Vladimir Putin, alleging responsibility for the war crime of unlawful deportation and the transfer of children. But how many children are really missing? In July 2022, Russian sources cited that up to 700,000 children had been taken from Ukraine. In February 2023, a widely cited Yale study said it was around 6,000 children in Russian custody. In April 2023, it was over 19,000 children who were in Russian custody or taken to the Russian-occupied parts of Ukraine. On November 16, 2023, another study was released from Yale, adding 2,500 children that have been taken to Belarus as part of a well-established re-education structure. In both Russia and Belarus, Yale reports the children receive weapons training and are taught patriotic lessons. On November 20th, the UK's Ministry of Defence tweeted an info slide that seems to combine the most conservative estimates from the Yale study with information from Ukrainian officials. The number they have is 11,000. Independently confirmed numbers. It's a frustrating waiting game. Having correct numbers is important for the credibility of organizations like the International Criminal Court and for the news outlets that report on the topics. And social media can be more about getting it first and not getting it right. Other numbers are also hard to verify in war. In Ukraine, the official death tolls for the war are unreliable, and the Key Post reports that not giving out casualty numbers is a matter of policy for the Ukrainian government. They fear tiring out the war effort and bringing down national morale. That leaves journalists, and in some cases academics at think tanks, to put out independently verified numbers on Ukrainian military deaths and on missing children. I'm Dr. K. Stay with me for more context.